Alrighty, guys, let's go ahead and take a look at today's Tuesday, and let's take a look and see kind of what's going on. So, kind of you can see some drawings on here, just kind of looking out throughout the day. But the one thing is, I do have the weekly chart laid out in the daily. We talked about the weekly. You can see right now we've hit those areas. I kind of marked them here, these cat ears, if you will, double top, whatever you want to call them. It's right here on the daily breakout area. Looking at Bookmap, we do have some pretty good energy to the upside, but we also have some energy that's been sitting down here at the 107,000 level. We also have energy keeps popping up around the between those levels. If you go back in time a little bit, I can go back. You can see here we also were down here at the 105,000 level at one point. You can see that this energy keeps coming and going. We do have a little bit of energy popping up here at the 117.9 level, so we'll have to kind of watch of what can happen. That's just the Bookmap. Now, with that, it is hard. We do need to get above this weekly point of control that we're kind of sitting under or sitting right at. And then you also have the daily breakout area, or the weekly breakout area, as well, that we're sitting on. So this is a hard area. A hard line in the sand is 111,300. That is critical for us to get above. Now, here's our daily. Our daily was way down here in the morning. You can see that we were either going to break down or break out. So we did start to break up, and we had this nice run up. Now, this would have been a hard call, even though it did the breakout. If you go to the 15-minute, you still had the 21 still coming down. Now, obviously, once it got up here, it pushed it up, and now we're kind of sitting in that area. Could we get this rollover with this double top? It's, again, hard to read. If we're going into the 5-minute area, you can see that we're above or under the 200 here. We're above the 21 right here to start to break out. Once we got above them all, we could expect the run up. But again, right here is where you would have expected a flag and run out. Now, this key area that it's looking at is that 111,300, right? You can see it fighting that area. Since then, we have rejected. We came down and tested the 200 on the 5-minute, and then now we've come up. Now we're getting underneath price action, and this second test, this is where you got to be careful. This could be sucking you in. The long, we do need that break really before you can get in. We need to really break above this key area, that 11,300. As of right now, we're below the 21 on the 5-minute. We're still above the 200, so that's a plus. But this could easily start to break down, come back down in here, and look at this trend line that you can see. I'm going to go out to the 4-hour to show you that. Today is Tuesday after a 3-day weekend, like we were talking about on the recap yesterday that you saw. So a lot of times you get some weird movement on usually Monday sometimes, which today's Tuesday, but this would be kind of the following that Monday 3-day weekend. So you kind of see us sitting in this behavior. We could break up and hit this, run all the way up to here. I do have this mark. This is from the lower time frames that I was kind of looking at. Now we do have this trend line also coming down, and that's also what I'm watching, because this could reverse and come back down here and test this level, which you're kind of seeing on Bookmap that is also a possibility as of right now for this recap. So throughout the day, this really didn't give you really good entries in order to get into. We were waiting for it to kind of get the setup. Now you are kind of sitting in this setup, but then again, you're really sitting in that critical level where you could get easily a rejection. And then from there, we're going to get this run down into this pullback, which could come down and test this current downtrend line also. So I am kind of, for myself, I'm waiting for that. I did not get into a trade today because it wasn't giving us a setup. This wasn't a setup for me. By the time it gave me the setup, we were already kind of topped out and hitting this is why I always like to have the longer time frames as well on the charts. So that helps us out by setting the key levels. So now you have the daily breakout and the daily breakdown. So those are key areas here. And also you can see that bigger level I'm showing you here on the weekly also. So the 15 ties into the 4-hour, the 4-hour ties into the weekly. That's kind of the breakdown. You do have the 1-minute ties into the 1-hour. The 1-hour does show exhaustion really since Monday evening, afternoon, or early evening, and we started to roll over. We did run back down, then turned and created two humps up here. A lot of times when you get 2 humps like this, you get a dump or at least a pullback idea, right? So we are kind of sitting in that behavior. The MACD has been slowly grinding down. You are getting a turn on the RSI. It hasn't crossed and come down yet, but those are all red flags. We could just come down here and sit on this 200 again on the 1-hour. So we'll have to kind of watch that. You did get a double top here on the 1-hour, which is also something to be considering. And then if you go from the 1-hour, you're really going to jump up into that daily. Now, the daily is showing you a possible turn. That's why if this does pull back, I wouldn't get too aggressive on a large, like, oh, here we go. It looks like it could just be coming down and setting up for that bigger 4-hour kind of trend test. in here. So I am watching all those areas right now. And like I said, for me to get bullish in this, I do need to see it get back above that 111,300. Then this is going to give us the ability to jump into this trade. As of right now, though, again, you're getting this upside down smile, right? Like if we see this smile and then it runs up, it kind of did a little bit. It was a junky smile here. Now you're getting the same thing. You're getting more of a frown, so it's going to go down. You see that as well. So you have key support. You're already having a turnover here in the 15. You know that these could easily come on down and crash on the 15-minute. We'll have to just kind of watch that right now. But I would not be surprised if we start to go back and back test down in this lower area, 110,000 range as of right now, and it could see a build and then come back up and build up in this bigger pattern. And that's kind of you're going out to a longer time frame, like the 1 hour. You can see this is the bigger kind of pattern that we're sitting in. So that wouldn't surprise me to come back down and test this 200, this lower trend area, which would give us the 1, 2, 3 touch, and then break out for a bigger run up and let the stoaches reset, that kind of stuff. So that's kind of what I'm looking for. Pointing stuff out. Like I said, today was not a trading day for me. It did not give us what we're looking for. So I'm willing to wait and take advantage of price action. Obviously, if this 15 starts to break down from here and starts losing the 21, definitely starting to look for it to come back down in the 200. That's where I would be looking at possibly taking a trade, just because you already have the double on the hour and on the 15. So that's about it, guys. Go ahead and like and subscribe, comment any questions, concerns, anything that you've been up to, and we'll go from there and help you out. And you guys have a happy trading, enjoying the charts, and find opportunity, back test, back test, back test. Do not give up. So we'll talk to you guys soon. Thanks, guys.